Geeta.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lakshmi.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So yes, long day, but we have about 22-25 minutes for this coaching session. So we will take it from where we had stopped last week. So I met you 2 weeks ago, and if I can reiterate, the issue was about time management. Is it correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. So, and there were few strategies that we discussed, and were you able to implement that in class, and what was the outcome?
I was able to implement the strategies that you advised me, but that has only worked for a handful of classes. I'm not seeing progress in other classes again.
Okay. Okay, so the progress is not tangible,
Absolutely, yes.
right? So, is it only about time management and the way the lesson is being delivered, or is it to do with the topic or with the set of students?
I believe this is with the set of students.
Okay. Yes. Can you elaborate a bit?
Yes. Children in few of my classes like to indulge in discussions. So they go one question after the other question, and then I have to challenge some students with open-ended questions, and
Yes.
that goes on. Then I realize that I've spent a good chunk of my lesson, time into that class discussion, and this is where I'm noticing that I'm not able to follow my time management, or my time management strategies are not being able to fulfill in one of the classes.
Okay. Okay. So when we are actually, agreeing that the strategy works in only some of the classes and not in others, and it has got to do with the set of students. So can you elaborate a bit about what kind of students you're dealing with day in and day out? I mean, is it a matter of concern? And if yes, what are those?
I don't see this as a matter of concern, because the children engage in really fruitful discussions.
Okay.
Where even the most quiet child would like to participate, because it's an active participation of most of the students. So I can say that I can see good progress happening. But again, my lesson gets delayed. So I am not able to balance my two sets of classes at the same time.
Okay, so here is the thing. So unlike math and science subjects where they have lessons every day, and if something is missed out today, it can be taken forward the
Absolutely.
next day. Humanities doesn't have that luxury, right?
Absolutely.
So the time is of the essence.
Absolutely.
So if one class has a good pace and the other doesn't, so how are you able to manage the portions for the assessment?
Then I have to take extra classes.
Okay, okay. So is it helpful to take those extra classes?
No, it is helpful for the students, but it's taking a toll on me. I'm not able to, my well-being is at stake. Then I have corrections to do, because one set of classes are progressing with their corrections up to date.
Yes.
But then the other ones are coming, a little slower, then assessments, then revision. So there is not a proper balance between my two sets of classes.
Okay. So if you have to reflect on your past experiences, maybe the previous school you worked, or maybe last year that you worked, and is there any time that you encountered such an issue and you were able to combat?
I think so, yeah, because I had to curtail my questioning to the students. I had to do it. But I don't know why with this particular set of students, I am not able to. Probably they are the children who are eager to gain more knowledge. They're eager to dissipate their information across. Maybe that eagerness is there, which I don't want to stop it.
Correct.
I don't want to curb it.
Correct.
If I curb it, then their growth gets stunted.
Absolutely. So you want them to be curious, you want them to have that thirst for knowledge, but at the same time they have to allow you to also take control of the lesson.
Absolutely.
Right? So is there any strategy that has worked in other classes and in other subjects that you teach, that you can implement even in this class?
I do have, but I'm trying now. I'm
Okay.
planning to implement.
Okay, can you tell me what those strategies that you are thinking before I give my suggestion?
Okay, now I'm planning that these children are really, they are very, they want more information, or they want their information to be sent out across. We have something called as Humanities Journal in our school.
Okay.
So I am asking these children that if they have information to be widespread, then why not write for the Humanities Journal?
Very good.
Or why not they create a poem, or why don't they participate in an elocution competition? So if their enthusiasm is also not overlooked,
Yes.
not squashed or overlooked, and at the same time they are into the lesson, and I'm able to complete my lesson as a teacher, so that all my classes are on pace with each other, and my timely execution of lessons or revisions is done properly.
Okay, very good. So yes, that's a very good option that you are suggesting about they contributing for Humanities Journal and also writing a poem, or find different avenues to exhibit their talent. As your coach, there are few suggestions that maybe we can try it out. If it doesn't work, then again we will revisit.
Absolutely.
So what we can do is we can have a question box. Maybe you can come up with create a beautiful inquiry box or something wherein they have certain doubts about pertaining to the lesson that you are discussing. They can write it in a sticky note and with their name, and they will just drop it in the box. And maybe in one of the free lessons, or when the portions are complete, we can revisit that, and you can pick up chit after chit, and you can actually have a discussion.
So yes.
So in one way we are telling that yes, we listen to you, your inquiries, your curiosity matters to us, so you are giving that attention. At the same time, you are also telling other students that okay, now completing the lesson, whatever objective we have set for this lesson is important. Let's first focus on that. We have extra time, we will get to this.
Absolutely. Yes.
So do you think this is doable?
Absolutely. Why not give it a try?
Yeah, if there is any creative child who is interested in art and doodling and all, you can actually involve that child to make a suggestion box or a inquiry box wherein students will drop in their
perfect. Seems good.
Yeah. So the other thing that I noticed is one set of students, yes, they are curious and all those things. How is the behavior?
Good question. Behavior sometimes is not manageable, because when I'm trying to curb, or when I'm telling okay, time's up, let's not indulge in further discussion because we have to end the lesson, but then they make faces, and it becomes very challenging for me to control, and it's just not a handful of students, but it's actually a good number of percentage of students who, what I feel is they don't want to write. What I feel is from the observation is that they just want to talk because they have so many things going on in their mind. But when it comes to paper and pen, writing it down, they are slow at it, or probably they are not getting that structure of writing. So that could be one of the behavior which I'm yet to discuss with my line manager.
Okay. So now there is time management, there is curiosity, thirst for the knowledge, and then there is also this set of difficult students who want to while away time just by talking random.
Absolutely.
But don't want to actually get onto the activity. So is there any carrot and stick kind of thing that you're following to combat this?
I do so. I have this thing ready with me, but
so what is the carrot? I mean, let's assume
incentives.
What kind of incentives?
Writing an email to the parent, giving them verbal appreciation on the face, giving them achievement points.
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
And the stick is a complaint back home, a call to the parent, or calling for extra SLT's help.
Okay.
So that is a stick, so that the SLT also knows that this child is not following the set instructions of the class.
Okay. Now I'm just curious. I mean, have you had one-on-one conversation with
Many,
these?
many. I do have. I
Okay.
do speak to the kids on a frequent basis.
Okay.
But then they understand that it is incorrect to wail away time such way. But then back to the same,
Okay.
back to the same behavior
Pattern.
pattern.
Yeah. So now this is another
Concern,
branch of
of
issue
concern,
that
yeah.
we have, and I think that this needs to be dealt much more seriously. So in our next coaching session we will only focus on the behavior issue. Right now maybe we can work on the new strategy of time management and
Absolutely.
take this forward, and let's see, we will revisit on this issue after a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So it should work. I mean,
Wonderful.
I'm so happy that there's so many strategies you already have in your hand, and this will just be an additional, and let's see how we can take it forward.
Wonderful.
And the most inquisitive question can be also posted on the bulletin board, and it will give them a boost. Like, yes, my question is on the board, and and others can actually write the answers. It is not that the answer has to come only from you, right? Others can also, while you focus on the lesson.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so nice meeting you, Geeta.
Same here, Ms. Lakshmi.
Anything needed, just get in touch with me.
Certainly. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.